Hello! Hello, hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome! I'm so glad y'all are here. Sorry, I was making sure that it's like legitimately on, running, all of the things before I talk, so I'm like staring, checking to make sure it's legitimately going. Hey, hey, hey! Welcome if you're hopping on. So happy to have you here on the first series of our Boldness and Bravery episodes. First series of our Boldness and Bravery episode. What am I even saying? So welcome. If you thought this was going to be fancy pants, the banner's the only thing. The banner's the only thing about it that's fancy. Let me know how the connection is. It looks like it's fine from my phone, so I'm gonna assume it's fine on your end. If it's not, then let me know. But I think it is. Hello, hello. So right now I'm gonna invite a few people. So glad that if you're here, you're getting to be here. If you're not here, you're watching the replay, which is super fab. Either way, just so happy to have people supporting my business. Excited to see kind of how these kind of play out. Hey, Terrified. What you guys may not know, if you haven't been like following along, is that I've started a Facebook Live series called Boldness and Bravery, and it is about the life you dream of and how to be more of yourself. Today's episode is about the 3 B's, which are boldness, bravery, and boudoir. And why the heck is boudoir even on there? Why does it matter? Taylor, are you just trying to get us to book shoots because you want to make money, or do you actually have a point? So that is what I'm going to talk about. Well, thank you. Thank you. I think it's going to have to be mine. I didn't think I could fit into it. Kate Deaton's in the house. Welcome, Kate. So, we're going to talk a little bit about those 3 B's today. I have even reached out to a few people who did shoots in the past, kind of discussed a few things with them, and all that good stuff. So, here's what we're doing. Sorry, it's probably playing my voice in the background. We need to make that stop. Okay. I think it's now stopped. I just wanted to make sure it was playing live for you guys. I always get scared whenever I'm doing something like this, a broadcast like this, from this system that puts the cool little banner on the side. I'm always nervous that it's going to be like super slow, not working, all of those things. So thankfully it's working and it's doing well. But let's get started. So when I started thinking about kind of why I wanted to do this series, why I wanted to talk about these things, why I wanted to talk about it here, I decided, okay, hey Nikki, I'm so glad you're here. I kind of decided, you know what, just let's get to the nitty gritty of it. What do those words even mean? What does boldness mean? What does bravery mean? The bravery definition was very straight to the point. It's courageous behavior or character, duh. But the definition for boldness I freaking loved, and I want to share it with you. It said willingness to take risk and act innovatively, confidence and courage. And I loved that. Willingness to take risk, acting innovatively, confidence or courage. That's being bold. Doing a boudoir shoot is bold, like no matter how you look at it. Having someone take pictures of yourself half naked, bold, right? I mean, obvious. So we can already see why boudoir is in there with those 3 words. But when you look at words like boldness and bravery, we think of those as like noble, courageous, wonderful things. And then we see the word boudoir, and it has a lot of other implications on it that maybe they're legitimate, maybe they're not, who cares? Whatever your opinion is of boudoir photography, I'm here to change it. So, fierce. Yes, Tara, fierce. Okay, so when I tell people, and y'all, bear in mind, my boudoir business is new, but I've done boudoir for a little while. So like I relaunched this business. I did this back in 2013. I think that was my first shoot with the lovely Terrified that's on here today. And that was a long time ago. We did those so long ago. And I had no clue what I was doing. But that's off the subject. When I first tell people that I shoot boudoir photography, first of all, I don't know what people think of me. honestly, I'm to the point in life right now where I don't care anymore. I used to care a lot, and I would hide behind kind of a Facebook profile, and people didn't know who I was, and that was safe and that was comfortable. But I'm over it. So now I tell people I shoot boudoir photography, and their very first thought is, oh, like a woman to give her husband, like on their wedding day or their anniversary, and those are noble and like good reasons to do it. So I am not knocking that. A lot of clients, that is why they do it, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it makes me cringe that that's the like first and generally the only thing that comes out of their mouths is, oh, for a woman to give to her husband. It's literally never, oh, so that a woman can see herself in this really confident and brave light. Oh, so that a mother who hasn't seen herself as sexy in a long time can see that in herself. Oh, you mean like someone who's maybe struggled with some type of cancer can reclaim their body. I never get those as like answers. I always just kind of get this, oh, you mean like pictures of women in lingerie for them to give their husbands. And while that's great and good and I love it and I think obviously your husbands love it, it's not the only reason. When I've done a session, any session I've ever done, here's one thing I can tell you. Hi, Keely. Hi, Carissa. Thank you for joining. Here's one thing I can tell you. By the end of the session, the woman leaves wondering whether or not she really did it for her husband. And that's not because she looks at the pictures and she's like, he's not going to like him. She looks at the pictures and she's like, he's going to lose his mind. Aw, Tara, I love you. But the reason why they leave feeling that way is because they forgot how to be sexy. They forgot how to claim their body. They lost that ability. And that is so easily done. It's so quickly done. It's not something that just happens to, 50, 40-year-old women. It happens to people who are my age. It happens to people who are just new moms in general. It happens to lots and lots and lots and lots of women. And so when they leave a shoot, they're like, wow. They're impressed with themselves. They just did something that was so freaking badass. No, I mean, that's just what it is. And they leave it because they know that they were bold and brave, and they did something that, A, wasn't like them, right? Oh, this is so not like me. I hear that all the time. This is so out of my comfort zone. This is so not like me. And it really probably is like them, but they haven't been that person in a long time. And the other thing they tell me is like, it's kind of a scary thing, right? We like to live on the edge. Sometimes there's that adrenaline of like, oh, I wasn't supposed to do this, and I did it, and I'm so excited. So it's that thing. And then 3, like I said already, they realize that they did it for themselves. And so that is automatically going to produce those feelings of like boldness and bravery. You're already going to be like, God, I am brave, I am strong, I did this, Hot dang! Yeah, go me, okay? Awesome. So right now you're like, that's great, Taylor, but how does this boudoir photography experience translate into my normal everyday life? I think that it's just an experience that happens for an hour. I see the images, I'm like, ooh, you go, girl, and then my life carries on as normal, right? Wrong, y'all, wrong, okay? When you see those images, that does not go away. It transforms your life. You see yourself as the person that most people see themselves or see you as. I mean, your husband probably doesn't see you the way you see yourself. Your mom probably doesn't see you the way you see yourself. Your friends probably don't see you the way you see yourself. I would almost guarantee that we are always harder on ourselves than other people are. And I think that is why boudoir is important, because you are more confident, and when you are more confident, you require less reassurance from other people. And how freaking freeing is that? If you can go into your everyday life not needing reassurance from other people, not having to have their thoughts and opinions of you, because you've already got your own thoughts and opinions of you, and they're good thoughts and opinions, you are a better person. You don't need somebody to tell you you're beautiful every day. Not that that's a bad thing. It's great if you have somebody in your life that can do that, but that doesn't mean that you have to have somebody in your life that you can do that, because you should be that person for yourself. You should be able to tell yourself that every single day. you can function properly and at your best when you know you are beautiful, when you know you're strong, when you know you're brave. And yes, it doesn't have to be reliant on an image that I took of you, but that can spark that confidence and bravery inside of you. And it's totally, it's unreplaceable. You know, I'm not a mom. A lot of you guys are mothers. I'm not a mom. But from my observation, motherhood is hard. It is one of the hardest things people ever do. I think motherhood and marriage, those are hard, hard, hard things. And when you're a mom, you don't get a lot of time to yourself, by yourself, for yourself. You are constantly needing to be your best self for someone else. But boudoir, this separate entity, can help you be your best self for yourself. And when you're your best self for yourself, you're your best self for others. Automatically, you're your best self for others. You do not have to just be yourself or your best self for another person. When you're your best self for yourself, it translates automatically. That confidence translates. When you're not needing all kinds of attention and affection from other people, you're just going to be different. You know, you're going to carry yourself differently, more confidently. You're going to do things you were scared of before. You're going to do things that maybe you should have been doing a long time ago, because you're just automatically going to feel better about yourself. So that's one of the biggest things that I think boudoir does for you, is that it allows you to be your best self. And as a counter product, it allows you to function more joyfully around your friends, around your family. You're more joyful as a counter product, okay? So I wanted to say all of that, but I didn't just want to say all of that. I wanted to back it up with just what people tell me, what people give to me after their shoots, some things that they've said. So I'm going to read a few of these. I told them they would be anonymous, so they are anonymous. I'm not going to tell you who said them. You've seen all of their beautiful images on my page, and you've seen them. You've seen that they look hot, right? So I'm going to read, hey Macy, I'm going to read their little excerpts, okay? One girl said, after I got out of the military, I gained a lot of weight. It took me 3 years, but as the weight came off, I started to appreciate and like what I saw in the mirror. The past couple of years, I've been pondering the idea of doing boudoir pictures. When my friend invited me to your group, I knew it was time. The experience was exactly what I wanted it to be. I not only had fun and felt super comfortable, I felt incredibly confident. The pictures were proof of that. And you know what? She looks at those pictures all the time, and she printed them literally almost immediately. For herself. Not that she didn't give them to anybody else, but she was like, I need these. Mama needs to see these. Another person said, having someone tell you how stunning you look when they take your photo is a huge confidence booster. Once I received my photos, I was obsessed. The feelings these photos bring me is pure joy, and I started to realize that I may have done these for myself more than my soon-to-be husband. These photos are empowering, and they show a beauty I've never seen in myself and a confidence I've never known. It is not all about looking sexy, but it's about feeling sexy. And I love that she said that. Another girl, doing this shoot helped me feel independent again. After an unhealthy marriage, I had a very low self-confidence, and this has helped me feel confident in myself and my looks again. I was able to feel good about myself and feel free, which I haven't felt in years. It was fun just to be able to do something I've never done and to be comfortable doing it. And then another girl shared this, the last one I'm going to share with you. It said, well, for me, it started out as something I wanted to do for my husband, but it ultimately turned into something I needed to do for myself. All women, including myself, don't see themselves as anyone else sees them. Sexy, pretty, beautiful, etc. I feel like I needed that boost of confidence for myself and for no one else. Almost a month later, and I still feel the high of seeing myself as a confident human being. I truly, truly believe that what we preach and what we say, if we do it over and over and over again, it becomes the truth. Brad and I have been listening to Rachel Hollis's Rise Together podcast, mostly me, and then I kind of like make him listen to one here and there. But one thing that she said is like, if you're not happy, start laughing. Like if you're not happy, start laughing. And eventually, those happy emotions kind of just, they exist. Hey, Candace! And I think that if you're not confident, Do something confident so that you can see what you look like as a confident person. And I think that as you see that in yourself, you become that. When I was an elementary school teacher, it was the same way. When I told a kid they were going to be successful, guess what? They were successful. When I maybe acted like, oh, I don't know if they're going to do so well, and even if I didn't say that, the way I acted, sometimes I didn't do as well. We can do that with kids. We can do that with ourselves. Whatever. Whatever you think is typically how things turn out and how things evolve. So if you do something like take a boudoir session of yourself, even if you're not to your goal weight yet, guess what? You're going to see yourself at not your goal weight as confident and badass. And guess what? When you do lose all that weight later, you can take another shoot, but you can look back at the shoot before and think, even when I was like at that weight, I felt good about myself, because it wasn't about the weight. Okay, it's about how you feel about yourself, and that's something completely separate. So is boudoir more than having photos of yourself taken for your husband, significant other, whatever? Hell yeah. It is about being bold, and it is about being brave, and it is about perceiving ourselves as other people perceive us. This morning when I was typing out notes to kind of, I don't know, to talk to you guys today, because if I don't organize my notes, if anybody knows me, you guys know I can go all over the freaking place, and I'll talk about whatever the heck I want to talk about, and it'll have nothing to do with boldness and bravery. So homegirl got up this morning and was like, I'm going to write down everything I want to say, and I'm going to organize it in a way that makes sense, and I'm probably not going to say any of it, but at least it's going to be there. And when I was doing that, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go pull out my photos that I had taken not too long ago, and I went and pulled them out, and when I looked at those photos of myself, I saw that girl in those photos is confident, she's strong, she's beautiful. That girl's me. I'm that girl, and I did that. And sometimes the fact that I did that, and the fact that I look like that, it escapes me. And sometimes I forget who I am, how confident I am. I forget who that is, but luckily, because of my boudoir experience, I can go back and look at those anytime I want. And that's the other thing that's so powerful about it. There's not many things that we can go back and look at any moment's notice to help ourselves feel more confident about ourselves. But pictures are one of them. And you deserve to be documented the way you are already. Okay, not the way you're going to be in a year, not the way you're going to be in a couple of months, the way you are right now. You deserve to be documented. You are worth feeling confident about yourself today, not tomorrow, not next month, not in 5 years, today. And I say that and I mean it. I mean it so, like, I don't know. I mean it a lot. I was trying to think of a really good word for that, but I can't. I mean it. You need that. We need that to be better people. So that's why I say it's more than boudoir. I really think, and this sounds weird, but I really think boudoir can change the world, because I think women struggle with their confidence so much, and it ripples down. And the way we are sucked into this social media monster every single day of comparison, we need to feel confident in ourselves and not compare ourselves with every other person in this world. Stop it. So let me just talk to you guys a little bit more before I get off about what boldness and bravery means for the rest of this series, because as I told you guys, this is not just going to be me talking to you guys once a week. I've got people coming in to talk to you guys because I think this is important. And it's not just boudoir. There are other parts of life. There are other parts of life that you can help your self-confidence, in. So one person I've got coming in is going to talk to you about owning your best life, about maybe coming out of your shell. They're going to talk about that. Another's going to talk about self-care and how caring for yourself helps you be more bold and brave. And then another, I've got more coming up after that, but another one, these are just the three I'm going to talk about right now, is going to discuss overcoming body image and how that made them a more brave person. So all three of these women are bomb. I love them all. I'm excited to see what they're going to bring because I really, really, truly think it's going to be wonderful and perfect. So I just want you guys to know what's on my heart. I have sold, you guys know I sell LuLaRoe. I've sold LuLaRoe for 3 years, and my prayer for a long time is that I could help women feel more confident and more full so that they can shine light onto others. And, you know, that's the same mission here. My mission with LuLaRoe hasn't changed. My mission here is the same mission that I had there. One requires you to put clothes on, and one requires you to take them off. And I truly, truly believe that if we can all become more confident and more of ourselves, then we will love more, we will do more, and we will be more. And you guys, the world needs you. They need you to do all those things. So I hope you know that I mean all of it. I hope you guys share this with your friends, tag your friends, and get excited for next week's episode. The next week is going to be my friend Ashley Wiseman. She's going to be speaking on how you can grow from maybe not as confident of a person who doesn't see themselves in the fullness that they are to someone who is rocking it and doing a lot of things that were so totally out of their comfort zone, you know, years ago. So she's going to be talking a lot about that. I'm super excited. As she kind of gives me more information on what she's talking about, I'll share a little bit of that with you guys to get you guys excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was worthwhile for you. And I think that's it. All right. Bye, y'all.